Salut tout le monde, hello everybody, Mira here. Sorry I've been away for a bit, like I had said in my last episode, which by the way I'm not too proud of. I've been pretty undetermined and unmotivated, and I've been trying to really get back into like a groove. It's not that I haven't been creative, I've been trying to do some other stuff, to change it up a bit, writing as usual, coming up with crazy ideas. But now I'm starting to get back into it. I'm here with a new episode, so I hope you guys will really enjoy it. So I suspect today that it's going to be a pretty short episode because I kind of actually want to talk about words. So about a month ago, maybe a month and a half, I wrote a post on my personal Facebook page about the weight of words. So what I mean by that is, like, for example, how I started my post with the saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me," which is only partially true. See, if words were just that, an amalgamation of various letters in a sequence, which when you pronounce them or write them, they create a word, and that word has a specified definition or definitions. However, that's if you don't add people to it. People have perspective, people have emotions, and once you put emotions and perspectives to a specific word, that word ends up having a weight. It ends up having a specific meaning depending on how it's used. So, think of it this way. Imagine a scale, right? On one side of the scale, like the scale's about pretty even right now. So with just the definition, just the word, you don't add any emotion to it, the scales are pretty even. So you have the word on, let's say, the right side. However, let's take the word ass, for example. Pardon my language, any youngsters who are watching this. The word ass is usually referred to a donkey, right? If you kept it as that, it's just referring to a four-legged mammal. Okay, no big deal. However, people usually use the word ass to refer to somebody who's just being a jerk. In other words, an ass, they are being a donkey. But it would be kind of weird for people to say, "Hey, stop being a donkey." No, you'd usually say, "Stop being an ass." But the thing is, once you put that definition to it, the scale starts to tip. And if you're saying it to a friend just because they're really being annoying or something, or you just want to tease them, then the scale, it starts to come down a bit, but not by that much. Now, if you're saying it with resentment, hate, or any very, very negative emotion, then that scale just completely tips. Even though it's just a word. It's because you, the person who has said this word, has added negative emotions into the mix. The other thing about words is that, say, for example, we lived in some alternate universe where the word was, I don't know, cat. Actually, no, not cat. Let's say, let's pick a body part. Elbow. An elbow is just a thing that is the connection between your forearm and the rest of your arm. And then you could say, "Hey, stop being such an elbow." That sounds absolutely ridiculous, doesn't it? But somewhere along the line, it changed into a negative term, a derogatory term, just like the word ass, just like a lot of other words. And pardon my language here, but for example, the word bitch. That word is supposed to refer to a female dog, but somewhere along the timeline, it changed to refer to usually a female who is just, in other terms, being an ass. But this first definition, at least from what I know, is to refer to a female dog. What I'm trying to say is that people add perspective to a word, and that's what gives it weight. Strip away the human brain from the equation, and you just have a random word with a random definition to it. All this is to come back to the point that I want to make, is that I find in today's world, people don't seem to understand the weight of words. They don't know the true definitions of words. I find that a lot of people today throw words around without really knowing what they mean or what they mean to other people. And because of that, some words just don't end up having the same weight as they used to, which can be good or bad depending on the context. But on the other hand, it's not always a good thing, because you may lose that importance. So, in my opinion, I would love to see more people pick up a dictionary. If you don't actually want to go and buy a physical dictionary, you can look up online. Google's a good resource. But to actually know where words come from, what they mean, and also what they mean to other people. Because what we might use, terms we might use here, might not have the same meaning if you use them in a completely different country or region or in a different culture. So, my, I guess, wisdom of the day, is that when you hear a word or you learn of a new word, take it upon yourself to either ask someone what it means or look it up yourself, just so that when you're having a conversation or you want to use the word, you know exactly what it means and how you're using it. But yeah, that's really my 2 cents for today. Not sure what else I can talk about. Some episodes might be a little shorter than others, depending on, what I want to say. On a slightly other note, I just wanted to say that I started posting some of my stories on a new website. If you look up TAPAS.io and you look up aka.k.wolf, hopefully you'll find me. I posted Insight. I'm starting to post Insight up there, and I've posted the entirety of my story Crossroads. I'm working towards adding the comic book version of Insight, but that will probably only release in January of 2018. I'm trying to work towards adding something else in the comic book format there, and I'll probably eventually add my other stories up there too. But anyway, look out for that. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click on that like button, pretty please. Or if you loved this episode, please think of subscribing. That would be fantastic. And click on any of the social media links that I'm probably going to put somewhere on the screen or and in the description below. And I love all you beautiful people, and thank you very much for being patient with me. I'm going to do my best to get back on my 2 feet and get my butt in gear. Okie dokie? Well, have a beautiful time. Ciao, ciao!